bean
I-
dip.
Bean dip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ran out of chips, but still had dip. So I got a spoon.
That is the appropriate response, yes.
Huh? You were talking about eating. I figured I should eat my dinner.
Fair. Did you bring enough for the whole class?
I did.
But you ate it.
Hey, the teacher only specified if you brought enough for the whole
Yeah.
class.
I know. I have that answer
That got
canned at all
me in.
times.
That got me in so much trouble.
Yeah, I've gotten in
Did you
trouble
bring it up
more
for?
than
I
once.
I
Teacher said,
did.
"Did you bring enough for the class?" I said, "No." They go, "Well, why not?" I said, "Because I didn't want."
Well, see, that usually goes one of two different ways with me. It's either yes, I did, but I already ate it, or yes, and I start handing it out. Either way, that upsets a teacher.
Yeah, no matter what, you win.
Mm-hmm.
My line of thinking was more like, "Why should I give anything to these assholes?"
I was that kid who would just randomly walk in and be like, I got candy for everyone. And then I'd sit in the corner quietly when no one talked to me.
See, I was that kid that got suspended for setting up his own like lollipop racketeering.
I was the one
I
that
wish I could say I was shocked.
I was-
always give me food.
I was going to say, I completely believe that.
It was all right for a little while until I started, actually setting up like in a collections ring as well for the people who I gave the suckers to and told me they would pay the next day.
So that's been recorded.
That's all right. It's public record.
Let me adjust the player view here.
So does anyone
Now it's not
want
gonna
to
let me adjust
tell us
this.
where we left off?
I think I missed last session.
There was no last session. Oh, there was a last session, but it wasn't last.
He did miss last. Well, I don't think he missed last session. I think he left early.
Is that what it was?
No, because you were here till the end.
Yep. I've confirmed it another
because-
way.
What, did you go back and look?
Leah may have accidentally said something.
Ah.
So he's doing his own thing. We haven't found Gar. But to the best of my character recollection, we helped the old man build a fence, and by we, I mean Gardar and Thrice. And by Gardar and Thrice, I mean Thrice. Gardar.
I.
And as a which followed up with myself providing a nice warm meal and more friendly good doing with the old man, kind of raiding his spice cabinet and what have you, while the better half explored the house, jaunted upstairs with a quick conversation, found this book with no pages.
It has pages, but they're clean.
I was the words were happening, but then my lord in the other room just got very excited about something. It was very distracting.
No worries.
With what appeared to be some kind of stencil, we scribed some stuff off the walls. And by we, I mean Malaya at the moment. And at that time, both of the Izamar had returned to tell us that they had indeed lost the turtle. And I believe it's the two of them going out again. I think with Thrice this time, or Thrice stay with Gardar. I can't recall. We may have done a 2-2-2 split.
I thought the Gardar was and Thrice were going with the Angels.
Okay, so 4 and 2. Gardar, behave yourself.
Hi.
While the humble, charitable two of us who are nothing if not the bestest of moral character have totally not snuck off to go do stuff and things and stuff.
Yeah, that more or less matches my notes. So
I may be dumb, but even I smell that bullshit.
Callie, back me up here.
About what?
Also, I like how I have the same amount of languages as I do my intelligence score.
Yeah, fat lot of good it does, yeah.
Yeah, I can speak it.
Wow.
You have 3 languages?
He's not that dumb
5.
yet.
Yeah, keep me away from intellect hours, and I think we'll be fine.
Don't
Oh no, stop.
tempt the DM.
Oh no. My horse will be smarter than him? Oh no.
oh no.
Whatever shall we do?
No, I think he'd just be dead.
You mean it's not yet?
No, I don't
Do
have that
you-
horse.
Do you die if you go to 0 in?
If you any of your stats hits 0, I believe you're done.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, the
Which is why
the
inactive
reason
hours
behind
versus
intelligence,
barbarians.
forget how to breathe.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. What a tragic way to go. Honestly, I don't think there's a whole lot that sucks charisma, but yeah. But
Alrighty. So the group of 4: Gardar, Thrice, Alexander, Lillian. What is your plan?
Yes, fire people. What is the plan?
Find the turtle?
I was gonna say we need to find the turtle.
Um. Hmm.
So I say we go to the what do you call it? The quest board and see if we can find. Oh, we already looked for clues, but we didn't see any. But maybe some of our other party members can find something.
It's worth noting you did find a bag with coded messages in it. But
Right.
you don't have the coded messages anymore.
Yeah, I gave them to.
what coded messages?
I know I gave those to you. Shut up.
I'm not there. You can't tell me to shut up.
All right. Well, then you can't say what coded messages.
That was the ethereal voice in the back of your head.
replies to the ethereal voice. Stop talking in my head. No, okay.
Echo.
So where are our characters at the moment?
I know
Like,
you're in town. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where you were. I think you guys met up in front of the message board.
Yeah, we can say that.
I believe so. God.
Okay, so I say maybe we should look in the tavern for the turtle. Maybe he didn't stay in the tavern last night because I was in the tavern. He wasn't there. Does anybody know where he stayed last night? Maybe he's over there now.
Out of
Hmm.
character, I don't remember.
He stayed in the stables outside town, if I remember correctly, out of character.
Yeah, but did he tell any of us that?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Hmm.
If I remember right, you guys just happened to see him like at the bar.
Well, it looks like we no longer have a turtle in our party. he left the party. I wonder. He said something about. Didn't he say something about potions before? Maybe we should look for an alchemy shop or something. Maybe he's gone there to replenish his supplies.
I mean, that is possible.
Okay, so look for the nearest alchemist shop, potions shop. See if we can find Professor Snape.
Alright, give me a survival. I think it'd be survival. Give me a survival. Are you just looking on your own, or are you gonna ask like for directions?
Ask for directions. And I know in previous editions there's a gather information. Is there something like that here? I think it was wisdom. I mean, I could use survival if you want me to.
Yeah.
I
Both
guess
wisdom, anyways. It's probably the same for me, regardless. Yeah, I'll roll survival. 7. I find where they bury the animal dung. I think it is a alchemist shop.
actually, yeah. With the help of a guard or just a random passerby, it doesn't actually take you too long to find one. It also helps that the actual building is shaped almost like a flask.
Okay.
Very. They have correct branding, I guess.
Okay. So give a few knocks and walk inside.
Mm.
As you walk inside, the room is empty.
I look for a little bell to ding ding ding.
A few moments later, just you hear someone like tripping over some stuff. Say, "Hello? Oh, hello.
Yes, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He is a giant turtle. He's a turtle, in fact, and he is an alchemist. Has he been this way?
No turtles here. I have normal turtles, but no
I
turtles."
like turtles.
No, that can wait. That can wait.
Uh, can I help you with anything else? Get lots of potions for sale.
What kind of potions do you have for sale?
All kinds of potions. You want a potion for something? We got it. And if we don't have it, we'll have it.
Anything for 10 gold.
Our entire stock.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
I'll take the entire stock for 10 gold. Sounds good.
Do you look at the stock before buying it?
Yeah, the joke was I take the entire stock for 10 gold. I'll look at the shop instead. Look at the store. That was a joke. I'll look at the stock. See what they
Okay.
have. 3 potions of wish, please, exactly.
Yeah, no, there's not. There's a whole lot of bottles that have like little labels on them that just have little pictures, and pretty much none of the pictures are very helpful.
What kind of
You-
pictures do I see?
Like everything from like one's got a money sign, one's got a heart, just like random things here.
Do I find one with the picture of a book or a letter or a scroll or anything of that nature?
Good question. Yes, you find one with a picture of a book.
Okay, so I point at the one with the picture of a book and say, "What's this one do?"
You drink it, and it makes you realize what was in the book you just read. It helps you understand what you just read.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that, anyways. What about this one? Point to a one with a money bag on it.
That makes you rich.
How much is that potion?
For 1 gold, you drink it, and you're almost guaranteed to like double your income. It's amazing.
Kind of squint at him a little bit. I'm like, uh, I might be back. I shall have to acquire more funds. And
Understandable.
and then I'll leave. And I'm like, I'm never going back there again. He's a
Wait,
shyster.
sir, I'll give you your next potion half off.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I will look for the prettiest potion in the shop.
The prettiest.
Oh no.
Yep.
There's a rather large potion, and it's got like a swirly pink and silver.
How much?
Oh, I just closed that of roll 20. One more.
Just
Darn it.
close it, roll 20.
I thought she was gonna say I just closed the shop. Sorry, can't sell you nothing. I just realized these are worth 2,000 gold apiece.
I just heard that more than you can afford.
He looks you up and down. You know what? For you, 10 silver.
Deal. 1,
Oh,
3,
That's 2.
9,
That's 3.
6.
That's 4.
Eventually I get to 10.
I'm not stopping this. I'm just.
You're a horrible person then.
I never said I was a good person.
I mean, I will make sure that he doesn't count out too many coins and think it's
It's
10.
bad that I'd
Other
rather
than
be
that,
in the group of tieflings.
For what it's worth, he does not cheat you.
be like,
take-
no, that's 12, and take 2 back.
Well, luckily, I don't. As far as silver goes, I had exactly 10.
Well, scoots it back, gives you the potion. All right, well, enjoy.
I pop the cork and chug it.
He has no idea what it does.
Yep.
5
was
intelligence,
8.
guys.
5
It
intelligence.
It
It
tastes like
was-
raspberries.
Raspberry.
That was worth 10 silver. Nice drink.
Anything happen?
I'm checking.
I'm checking.
Am I
Never
gonna
do.
need a con save?
Oh no, this is a gar potion, isn't it?
No. I
No,
can
it's
think.
not mine.
I can think of one of his characters that would do something like this, though.
I can think of one of your characters that did that much.
That was my thing
Rude.
exactly. Cool. 10 silver worth of delicious Kool-Aid.
I just realized I was looking at the wrong list. Give me one moment.
Wait, 10 silver each?
It was 10 silver for the potion.
Every potion in the shop is 10 silver.
Just that one.
Oh.
Apparently, you could get the whole stock for 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I feel like Leah saw this picture.
Saw what picture?
It's gonna be on Discord. We'll drop it in Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so after you drink it, you're very angry. Like, very angry.
I get a bit of a bloodthirsty look in my eyes and turn toward the rest of the party. That's with
No.
me.
No. No. No.
Wreck the shop, wreck the shop, wreck the shop.
So, yeah. You were enraged. So, there you go.
I am entering a rage.
Uh-oh.
Do with that as you will.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well-
come on, I left.
Liquid rage?
Well, you are lucky that I can't cast Shillelagh.
So, sir, I would ask you to leave my shop, please.
No.
I kicked the counter before walking out.
How hard do you kick it?
Strength check.
Ah, damn, that didn't work. That hard.
Well, you stubbed your toe.
Is that enough to kick me out of the rage?
It's enough to kick you out of the raid. You're more angry at yourself now.
Ah, the good old self-loathing.
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm not that deep.
Well, come again.
I still try to punch Lillian on the way out.
Wow.
Oh.
You saw him having trouble count.
Ah! I know 1/10 of my health.
No turtle here.
Why did you take it out on me?
I just turned my head. Looking as threatening as I can.
You
What
were
do
the
you
one dumb enough to stay near him.
Yeah, it could be worse. I could have used my spear.
That would have been mean. Well, you hit a lot better on
I
a
would have
person.
been lightning you, or they. Though, inter group fights usually don't last long.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you lightning me, I turn into a lion, and I just tank it up.
We feel a disturbance in the forest, Tally.
So I'm just gonna look around and see if I see any turtle.
All right. Give me a look.
Perception. Boop. Oh,
Your roll things are so much different.
He's using
I
the
found an
extension.
extension
Oh.
that works with D&D Beyond.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't see a turtle.
Oh, no turtle.
You don't even see normal turtles. It's sad times.
I pout sat slightly.
What do the other people want to do? Turns out the alchemy shop had no information.
I just start asking around. Have you seen a turtle? Have you seen a turtle? Not a turtle. A turtle. Turtle. No, not a tortoise. Turtle.
I'm just trying to reset my nose. I was like, okay. Still
Alexander,
tender.
go ahead and give me an investigation, please.
How many ways will you have to describe Gar? Because you don't have minor illusion. This is the turtle I am looking for.
Look, one of you guys needs to roll, or I'm gonna roll my investigation, and nobody wants that.
What's my? Good God.
I'm sure it's coming.
There you go.
I rolled an 18.
Sorry, I am very easily distracted. Yeah. You get a lot of nothing. Not a lot of people are, biting. When just like finally you talk to someone and they're like, "Oh, the one that was just watching the board for."
Yeah, that one. Have you seen him?
Well, he went down an alley, and that's the last I saw him.
Oh God, our turtle got killed in an alleyway. Which alley was it?
Point you just like if the message board is here, points you this alley. Kind of drew one there, but it's kind of small.
Thank you, kind sir or madam. I shall look there post haste. Thank you.
You're
I'm heading
welcome,
towards that
sir
alley.
or madam.
I didn't say get your a man or woman. No, I say sir or I say madam, depending on
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that.
Do
I
you
checked
though?
the alley. No, stupid. Dumb.
Give me a perception.
I will help by also rolling a perception. Because this is something I'm actually good at.
So as you're looking down the hallway, or the alley, you notice that it's actually there's a little side alley that's like not. It's kind of not hidden, isn't the right word, but it's kind of out of the way.
Obscure.
And yeah, and just like it's not very far, and then there's a door at the end.
If Gardar points this out to me, I take a look.
I will.
What'd you say, sir?
I will
Said it-
point the alley out to the smart people.
The
And then I'll
smart
take a look
people.
down the alley.
Alrighty. I almost did the thing where I do slash me instead of slash whisper. Again? Can you give me a one less perception?
Okay, you got it.
17.
Great. There's not a whole lot in this little side alley-ish thing. The alley in the alley. It's pretty much just the door, which has one of those little blinder things. It's not the right word. You know what I mean?
The little slide hatches.
Yeah. And both buildings on either side have no window. But other than that, you don't see anything else down this way.
So I yell towards the group, hey, let's check this creepy alley out. I think the turtle might be down here. And I knock on the door.
Oh, it's better than any lead we had so far.
Okay, give me just one moment.
I heard a knock at the door.
Does anybody answer?
She said, "Give her a second."
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't hear it.
So yeah, sorry about that. After a few moments, the little slide hatch in the door opens, and you just see someone looking out and going, "Hello? What's the password?"
I am Garadar.
You know what? This is fine.
That is not the password.
I adore you. I really do. Best. He is such a good boy.
Yep, I am the best.
Around. Low intelligence won't get him down.
If you're looking at the wrong place, and the little hatch closes.
If you're looking for blank,
And then he stopped himself and just said, "You're
Okay.
looking at the wrong place."
just wanted to make sure.
Knock again.
It opens again. Look, I said you're the wrong place.
You don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe I'm looking for you.
What's the password?
Ooh, can I try to hit the door at this?
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh, I have
if
the
you want
password right here in a motion for the cat barbarian.
You know, I'm going to get out my hammer and hit the door with it.
You
Get
know
out
what?
the
This
pan.
day has been interesting so far. Let's see where it goes.
What's the AC of the door?
What's the door made of?
Well, doesn't such like that AC is usually 10, but then it has like resistance depending on what's made of.
It's one way to do it.
I don't know
Okay.
if that's 5e though. That may be different edition. Let's see.
You are right. You hit the door, but it doesn't really hurt the door.
I mean, that changes nothing for me. That is my password. It's hitting it.
Hey, get off the door.
Well, I mean, now I have to hit it again.
If you don't know the password, just get out. You definitely hit it.
I mean, the only way you're going to make her stop is by answering us one simple question.
Okay, I am wrong. For D&D 5e, they changed it up. Armor class depends on the strength of the object, but then it has hit points dependent on, let's see, how big it is. The bigger it is, the more hit points it has. No resistances or anything like that. So armor class of wood is 15, stone is 17, iron or steel is
Yeah,
19.
I think I'm looking at the same thing you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you dent the crap out of it, and you're starting to splinter the wood of. And he's still just like, "Hey,
Where turtle?
boss, we have a problem." And guard, you start hearing like people are getting up and going over to the door.
I mean, the one problem, I'm preparing to hit it again.
They're looking for the turtle, boss. Do you hit it?
Yep.
Congratulations, you broke down the door. There is now an open bar.
I yell, that's the password.
Looking in, you see about 10 people who are drawing weapons.
Have you seen a turtle?
You can, as you look in, you can literally just see Gar sitting at a table having what was a conversation.
Gar takes a drink.
Well,
Look at
Oh!
Gar, are you
Gar
okay?
is about to play on.
You could have just asked for him. You didn't have to break down our door.
I
You said he wasn't
did.
here.
I
did ask
did
for him.
ask.
I didn't say anyone was here.
You asked for the password.
Or guard, or
I asked for a turtle.
Are these friends of yours?
Yes, these are the partners that I was telling you about. Come on in, guys. No need for violence. Or I'm just negotiating our next important quest.
Okay. I will attempt to fix the door using my brains. Like Tuck and Tally always told me to.
Okay.
not once.
Intelligence check?
Not once have I
Yeah.
ever told you to use your brains.
What was that, Leah?
Go ahead and give me a roll. An int check.
Fix the door.
8!
You know what? There is at least a wooden slab in front of this hole. It almost looks like a working door.
All fixed. I pat the head of the guardsman. Because I am a big person.
The guard is just like, oh, what the hell?
He literally took the door off one doorway, put it on this door.
So,
Uh,
I'm going to be honest with you, my confidence is a little lacking now. You didn't say anything about all these friends. And you could have told us they were coming and we would have opened the door.
Well, I wasn't expecting them. I thought they were handling the other part of the quest. Didn't expect them till closer to dinner time. But you were just telling me about this this sword that you need us to retrieve.
Oh, yeah. The. Mm, I'm going to be honest with you guys. These don't look like the kind of sneaky type, you know?
Boss is super sneaky.
I don't know about you, Tyler, but my brain just went, oh shit.
I'm just sitting back eating popcorn at this point.
So you say sneaky. Is this a covert operation? One that
Well,
should be done in the cover of night?
yeah, the sword is in the keep.
Right.
The plan was to have you sneak into the keep, get the sword, get out, bring it to us. And then we'd initiate you.
Wait. We're not talking about stealing, are we? I don't abide by stealing.
He kind of just gives you a look.
Oh,
Uh,
Carter.
I.
Turns into
Gotta mark off that use of wild shape.
and and by retrieving this sword, that's going to fulfill our quest of stopping the messages showing up to send people to talk to the farmer. Correct?
What?
Well, that's what we were talking about. The quest.
We.
I'm here on a quest. Sorry, I lost myself. Uh,
I'm.
yes, that's why we were talking.
Well, just come.
The farmer.
1 second, sorry. I just realized I completely ignored something.
Completely ignored something. So what you're saying is that I went back and read the PMs from last time, but you didn't.
Oh, no, that's not it.
Okay.
Well, stop the messages, right?
Oh God, Car. What have you done?
I'm
I'm
very
being an
sorry.
adventurer.
I'm very sorry to take up your time. We'll be no longer needing your services.
No.
Wait.
Tyler, I think we fucked up.
No longer needing our services.
What'd we do?
Trusted them.
You showed up.
We're not there.
No.
That's the complete opposite of what we
I
did.
know. No, I'm just saying.
I'm very confused.
I was talking like the as
talking to them.
other people in the party, basically. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just kind of squeaking around.
Squeaking around.
I think I can taste in the mouth with my hammer.
I do just want to point out that their actions do not portray the overall skills of the party as
Sir,
a whole.
sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, please.
All right.
We seem to have come to a misunderstanding, and I apologize for wasting your time.
You
Now,
were planning on having us steal it, weren't you?
We'll no longer be needing your services.
It's fine. It's fine.
now.
Come on. We can go talk to somebody at the castle. Maybe they know how to stop these messages.
I look like I whip my head back to the apparent thieving crew. It's like, all right, how's this gonna go down?
And you say squeak.
No, that's Skardar.
Oh, is that not Gardner speaking? Oh, okay,
No.
confused.
That's
Okay.
Lillian.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I will squeak my way out of the building. 'Cause I am
I'll
sure.
leave. Sorry. I'll leave, but I'll make note of where this building is and try to memorize their faces in case there's a story of a missing sword later. It's been stolen.
Alrighty. None of them stop you if you just leave. And I mean, they have pretty memorable faces, to be fair. One of them even has like a scar on his forehead. It's pretty mad.
Good to know.
Did everyone else want, or was everyone else leaving?
I'm gonna slowly leave, like keeping my eye on these people. Considering now that we have literally said, "Oh, hey, we're about to go tell the people at the castle that someone was going to try to steal something from them." Well, that's how I inferred it.
I'm sure it's fine.
I do that. That basically, if you ever been in prison, you walk backwards away from people, keeping an
Yeah.
eye on them as you walk away.
Who's the slab out of the way?
Slat?
Remember the
My door.
The door.
Whoever left
The
first, I said.
Door.
Nope, I'm a mouse. I am sure I left the hole big enough.
Oh,
If I'm
Right.
first to leave, I move it out of the way.
Breaks it the other way.
I chased after the mouse, so I'd be getting that door out of the way.
I mean, the cat's got to get the mouse.
Alrighty.
I turn back into myself.
One of the people just comes, and after all of you are out of it, just goes ahead and moves the wood back into the way, and you guys are free.
I head to the castle.
yeah. I'm just gonna follow and keep an eye on our back.
Well, I don't think we should actually go to the castle. That was more of a bluff.
If they plan on stealing the sword, we should let the authorities know.
Let us
I
not
wouldn't-
get the authorities in on this just yet. Hopefully, we can figure this out on our own.
Yeah, they weren't planning on stealing the sword.
What sword?
No, they want us to steal it.
No, there was nothing stealing. They just wanted me to go pick it up.
From its rightful owners.
What sword?
Do you?
The captain's sword. I thought he meant the captain, but it wasn't the captain's sword. It was just the captain's sword.
That doesn't. It's not very descriptive.
At the palace. It had something to do with the the messages that kept showing up on the board. But when you guys showed up, obviously you guys, since you didn't see the messages and follow them properly, you kind of blew the whole job.
So, is stealing more of a chaotic thing or more of an evil thing?
It depends on who you're stealing from.
Exactly.
Palace.
Stealing
I would
is more of a chaotic thing in that lawful people follow the rules, and stealing is usually against them. But it being an evil or good act is strictly dependent on
Target and purpose.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there was no discussion about stealing anything.
Okay. I'm not sure I believe you. Is that if that's a lie or persuasion or deception or something? Do you want to convince me, or because I'm not sure if I believe. I'm not sure if my character believes you or not.
You can go ahead and roll an insight if you.
Yeah, you can roll an insight.
Okay, I'll roll insight. Okay, I'll roll insight on.
Here is my
10.
persuasion. Where's my persuasion? Make sure I'm the right one this time. Persuasion.
All right. That's one
Seems
higher
legit.
than mine. Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth.
Well, he's persuading, not deceiving. So
But that could
I'm
be
sure
a
he can
deception in
finagle.
itself.
I'm sure he can finagle his deception to look like persuasion. Yeah, but my character believes you. Okay. It seems you're telling the truth. I will take your word for it. If you think that's the best course of action is not tell the castle, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I know, girl.
I want to know
Okay.
exactly what this whole thing is about.
well, there was people.
It's about the quest.
No,
Yeah, apparently
okay.
by taking the sword from that location, it would help us solve the quest we were on, which is someone's putting a notice up for to kill wolves for the farmer. Remember, and somehow taking the sword would stop that from happening because the
Yes.
quest to kill wolves for the farmer wasn't a legitimate request. The farmer said, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I never put those quests up. These people keep putting them up even though I tell them not to." Kind of
Right.
thing.
Yes, that's exactly what he told me. Was that the messages were not the real quest. The real quest or the messages were just to
But
find
like
the
entice
proper person
adventure or
capable of
something.
fulfilling the real quest. And we would have been on
Okay.
the real quest if not for your untimely arrivals. Also, do you guys have the map?
Well, you should have left us a note.
No,
No map.
what map?
Okay, so real quick, we're gonna pause for you guys. Shift the
Mhm.
camera over to the
Sounds good.
goody goodies. We're currently looking for a thing.
I tell you, love that last one. Beautiful work, as always.
Couldn't have done it without you.
So, round here then.
Mm. Yep. Right.
You're sure?
What you guys see is pretty much not abandoned, but pretty darn close to it. Just a handful of like houses and shops and stuff. No lights coming in, not boarded up, but it's clear no one really comes this way very often.
One of these days I'll get a firmer grasp of this smooth language of yours, but it's runic to me, love.
I'm gonna check for any oddities other than it's a slightly abandoned place?
Alrighty. Go ahead and investigate.
And I'll give her the standard pat on the back as I old man hobble to a corner to sit down and put the little beggar's bowl out. So 15 total.
You do notice that, like, of all the buildings, they're all locked except for the smallest one, which is just a small little house. And that's the main thing you actually find from just looking on the outside. Otherwise, they look completely normal.
I'll have Raven flit down and just kind of stay near her, not on her, but nearby, so where she goes, they'll follow.
Well, I'll check out the outlier, the small house.
Alrighty. When you go in, it is in much better shape than it probably should be for no one living here. There's no cobwebs, there's barely any dust. There's not a lot in here, but it's pretty darn clean.
Any traps and the like?
You say any traps?
Yeah.
Give me a search for 'em.
What?
Like a look for 'em?
Investigation.
Oh.
Sorry. You don't notice any traps?
Hmm. You said it was mostly empty? Or just really clean?
It's mostly empty. There's no furniture. There's no real, like, shelves. There's the occasional, like, painting on the wall. Like the really cheap kind of paintings you can just get anywhere. None of them are very good quality. But other than that, there's not a whole lot in here that is very easy to.
Weird that there'd be paintings but no furniture.
From the corner that I posted up, where would you say that would be in proximity? Across the street from, or same side? Like, are we sitting in this, like, sort of block area? Or down an alley?
Question, let me double check for. I wasn't smart enough to keep my map up.
Because I mean, well, that one particular marker covers a lot of ground.
Yeah. To be much more specific, it is this one.
Okay, so probably post it up on the alley across from it then.
A little dot there instead.
Every now and then, kind of look about. Try to not be shady. Kind of shake the beggar's bowl at anyone who passes by. Alms, please, please. Have me sick wife to feed. Please, anything would be so very appreciated. Please.
You get a couple copper here and there.
I take it.
People are nice and generous.
God.
I use a few of those. Yeah. Cord, bless you. Or you know what? A popular one. The thunder bless you. We'll see if Union's still watching. Alright. You're on your own, love, till you call for me. I'm over here making copper.
Yep, just doing brain things. How many paintings are there?
There are a grand total of 3. And they're on each their own.
And if I fiddle with them, nothing happens?
You just kind of shifting them and moving them, but keeping them on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay, take them off the wall?
Going in like from left to right, the first one there's nothing. The second one you actually find another book. And do you still open or take off the third one?
Yeah.
Give me a dex save. So as you pull it off, a dart shoots out from where it was, but you manage to dodge it. It's all good.
Hooray for painting darts.
That just means you're on the right track.
Yeah. So,
Someone's popular.
Very.
I will check the book out.
Alrighty. So most of the pages in the book are completely illegible. It's like it got a lot of water damage. But you do see this. I don't know how to make it only show to one person, so it's just going to pop up in your hand.
Hit edit and attach them to it. Otherwise, it will blast it to everyone.
I don't know what that means.
Hit edit, just like you do for any other handout.
Right.
In character journal.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
Think I did the right thing.
Well, I don't see it, so I'm assuming you did.
Oh, good actual reading.
By the way, Lord Derp of the House Derpington would like us to know that this is the worst content on Twitch.
Oh.
Well, too bad for Derp.
I'm not sure when he said that.
Is there anything else you'd like to look at in the house?
Is there anything else in the house?
Good question.
Is it a one story or 2?
It is just a one story. In fact, it's pretty much just a single room.
Oh. 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 Thank you kindly. Lathandar bless you. I want to slip into the alley and shake off old man look back to the younger fella.
There's not enough people down this hall that anyone would even be able to notice. So you're totally safe.
And a quick change of clothing as well. Well practiced at this. You know,
Indeed.
band uniform change kind of speed.
Well, if there's nothing else in the house, I'll put the paintings back up and go to the alley.
And the alley is where your friend is.
Wow. Took your fair time. Sorry, the crookedy old pose was getting the worst of my back. Are we walking back like that, looking her up and down as the hobbled old lady?
I will adjust.
I mean, it's up to you. I go back. Oh, I hand her 3 copper. See? I earn money too! Totally equivalent exchange here.
You're rich.
Copper, that's some money.
It's it buys treats for your pet.
Hi.
Oh, he is bestest boy.
He is the best boy. What do we do without him?
I'd have those berries. Anyhow, spill what you find, or would you rather we not be here to discuss?
I'll show him the book.
My ASMR sense is tingling.
Your sense of justice and righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
It's the book.
Oh god, the line breaks. It's Azek all over again.
I'm innocent.
That's okay. I'm assuming it was meant to be like kind of tiny-ish.
We lost.
We lost the Scorpion.
Ah, it's a Scorpion.
Or are the line breaks intentional?
They might be.
Okay. And kind of casually reading. Is there somewhere else you want to check out?
Got so many handouts. It's probably only gonna get more. Probably have to think on that.
Okay. We'll slow boat our way back to the farmhouse. Maybe, fingers crossed, love, they have managed to find the turtle. After all, I can't wait to see what happens to Gardar drinks one of his little red vials. What's that look for? I'm not drinking it.
Let the angels drink.
But they're on the path of justice and righteousness.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. When you put it like that.
seems Scorgan's power went out.
Oh no.
The turtle has slipped from your grasp once again. That's what I'm hearing.
No, turtle! We just
How,
had
guys?
you!
How?
He walks slower than any of us. How is he the one that keeps slipping away?
Okay, that's it. I pull out the rope. Safety rope.
It actually is his safety rope. You know, shiny objects and all. The real reason Tally took after Steel, we have to have the bigger pile of shinies, otherwise we lose Garadar. No, look, shiny. See, look, shiny. I already saw that shiny. Fine, we'll steal the new shiny.
So we're gonna take a quick short break.
Wait, so you're blaming the fact that you guys take stuff on me?
I blame the fact on anything I can. Come on now.
There.
So. I don't know about you, Lovely, but I think we would have to find more of these passages. It's quite the trite story, though.
Indeed. Could check out the bulletin board again.
We could, but we're currently, in a intermission.
I know. Just putting it out there.
I don't have an intermission picture for this. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Look.
Thursday's easy. I just throw the giant picture of Boblin up. Problem solved. Intermission.
Well, glad you have that. Have it all mapped out for when I break.
Oh no, we keep streaming that. You should
Yeah.
you should just go back and watch. And we've cut now we caught each and every time. It's like who wants to bet he's just gonna come back still talking? 2 out of 3 times he did.
Yeah.
It's great.
I don't like the problem. The biggest problem is I can't even tell until in like a minute or two afterwards. It's like, oh, I get a pop up then. So I have no clue if you guys are either just like, okay, you're listening to the exposition, or I fucking dropped. It's like, God damn it.
Fair. Fair, Tally. Or a mouse. And get all the cheese.
I mean, yes, the cheese. Like if he had just literally one more intellect tally, I could just make that little circlet. He would become one of like the greatest tools we never use.
I use them.
Using him for scritches doesn't count. if he was able to recognize the difference between the number 9 and the number 19.
Are you saying we'd have him count the money?
No, we'd have him turn into a mouse and go steal things. You know, rings off bedside tables, that sort of stuff. If the tree huggers weren't so restrictive with their talents, would have been worth a study. But alas. And you refuse.
You assume someone actually taught this druid stuff to me.
You're a special case, but there has to be teachers somewhere.
Fair. I will teach you.
I'm sure you would.
I can feel the face palm.
No, everything's fine. It's fine. I would learn so much.
Yep.
You just picture yourself cute and fluffy. And
yep.
then.
So it happens.
Right. Which theoretically makes sense to me.
Uh-huh.
But there's definitely more to it. And if I ever happen to hold a conversation with one of the properly intelligent druidic prowess, I might divine such secrets. And what a devastatingly dangerous thief we would be.
Or just give me a headband of intellect.
Probably the easier option, but you've already stated you don't want one, so.
Yes. Because it's more fun this way.
I don't know, a suddenly highly sophisticated guard are?
It would not really change his level of sophistication. He would just understand all the weird things that had been going on around him. What do you mean that's a sunrise? I just assumed the giant ball of fire was hiding from us.
Yep. I become the greatest wizard in all the land. Until my headband gets removed.
Dispelled, removed, etc. Rip wizard levels.
Hey, I can still cast spells. They'll just be shit.
You got a 13 intellect? Doesn't
Fair.
count. The item doesn't count.
Without that, nope. And I don't think there's a way for me to get to 13 intellect now.
Wish spell?
Then why not just go for the whole kit and caboodle? Make him like 15 or 19.
Ooh, there's a character idea. A character that uses one of the items that boosts your strength, intellect. You know, one of those scores to, 18 or 20? But their main stat is that, and otherwise it's really low. And they take it off at night, they get like really wimpy or really stupid or something. Like a barbarian
Paul.
with the belt of giant strength.
Look, I already have a villain in my in real life campaign who is a hill giant with a circlet of intelligence stuck to his scalp.
Right, but what's his class?
He's a hill giant.
Well, right, but I'm saying, like you have a barbarian that's big and tough and real buff and like a Goliath, barbarian or something, and it turns out he's got a belt of giant strength, and when he takes it off, he's got like 8 strength, really.
Oh, so he just like poofs into a scrawny asshole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So long as you don't try to multiclass, you're fine.
You're kind of just describing Thrice when she gets enlarged.
No, she got enlarged because I enlarged her. She's strong even without me enlarging her.
What adorable kitten versus Mega Death Cat?
Well, she's not an adorable kid. She's adorable. She's
No.
still, a buff cat.
No, more akin to our half orcs. Tally. Everything's fine. Then we take these headbands off, and it's like, everything's okay.
I get the difference. I was just going on about his regard of like big guy turns into tiny guy.
Oh, I got you.
I'm back.
Ooh, welcome
Any
back.
luck on the Skorgan side?
I've not received a message regarding either way.
Oh, darn.
Well. Up. Don't even know where these beeps are coming from anymore.
Too many beeps.
Well, no, my laptop has. I don't know what window it has open in Discord, but it has a Discord window open. So this computer doesn't actually update saying I got a message. But
That just sounds really
Scorgan is
annoying.
typing. It's even worse. I'll have like Discord on my phone open on one channel, and then I forgot to move it off the laptop on a different channel, and then the main computer on a different channel. So I'm getting no beeps, and everyone's like, "Yo, dog, why aren't you reading Discord?"
I get that too.
I don't know.
Like, I'll leave it open on my computer, and then my phone won't get any notifications on that channel. Well, while we're waiting, people who were in town with the turtle, what was your plan?
Farmhouse or another marker, loves. Because I don't.
Oh, yeah,
It's a large city. I don't think we were to stumble across them willy nilly.
this was the only one with a question mark, other than that one on the opposite side.
About how long would it take to get across city on foot?
10-15 minutes?
Not bad. Okay. Well, the middle that's the message board. And confirm that's a 2 at the top, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As ever, I'm merely here as your partner in crime, my dear. So, whatever your heart cries for, we shall fetch. there are nearer markers, or the question mark all the way over there.
Well, we go to the 2, like we're following a list of instructions, because we started at 1.
True. Right then. I'll crook my arm and lead the way.
Oh, Squirting's coming back. Yay.
Yay!
Yay!
About 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Plus computer boot up time. But, probably no shenanigans this time. Don't want to stir the pot too much on our first meeting.
Fair enough.
But, I will be making it a point to keep an eye out to see if we're being followed at all.
Give me a perception, please.
Click. Uh, 17.
As you're making your way up to the next mark, you do actually occasionally see the same person in obvious places they shouldn't be if they were just going about their own business. It's not a guarantee you're being followed, but
if it is, it's probably by someone as stealthy as we are.
they're not doing a great job of it.
Wait, you said there is someone?
You definitely see someone, and you keep seeing them over and over, but you
what
don't know if they're
actually
following.
Doing? Okay. Darling, I have a nagging suspicion. Why don't you go ahead and carry on? About 3 blocks and I'll catch up with you, yeah?
Alright.
Okay. If I'm not with you post haste, by all means come and join the fun. And I'll give a soft little whistle for Raven to perch on the shoulder.
Alright.
Very nonchalantly walk straight at that person. Not looking at them, but definitely walking towards them. Kind of just like casually looking about.
They don't seem to acknowledge that you're coming closer to them.
Okay.
They're just going about their business. Picking up a sack of grain, taking it over to a wagon, doing it again.
This person's been following us for some time, or just the happenstance of when I looked?
You've seen them at least 3 times since you left the
Hello there!
Hello?
Hi, yes. I'm a little new in town, and I find it always best to track down the hardworking and the laboring individuals. They always have the best town advice, I find. Um, One second, grabbing random name number 4576. I'm Harnick. Uh, Harnick Farrell. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And reach to
nice
shake his
to
hands.
meet you. He reaches up to shake your hand.
Want to make an attempt checking for calluses.
Okay.
Checking his posture, basically an insight check for like his overall body language.
Alright.
Which I'm actually not very good at. One day, 20, I'll take it.
The first thing you notice when you shake his hand is they are calloused, but not in a way you'd expect someone who's, lifting heavy objects all the time and just doing a lot of handiwork. They're more in like a sword fighting way. And he also is, I mean, just looking at him, he doesn't really look like someone who does a lot of, for example, farm.
How's he dressed?
He's dressed really appropriately for the job.
Ah.
Just like overalls.
I'll glance down at my rapier since I am in my proper personage. Getting supplies, are we?
Oh, yes, we, it's getting it out to the farm.
Quite a lovely farming community. I've been quite taken with it. Particularly with this one poor soul keeps getting bothered by random passerbys.
Oh, yeah, that's, Farmer, uh, yeah, I know him.
Farmer, yeah, lovely. Look, and I'm gonna make it clear that I'm not being hostile, but step closely because I'm assuming there's other people walking by us. I don't mind being followed, but I have a fancy that you are a little better at your blade work than your labor intensive applications.
Maybe, sir, but, you see, I don't, I'm not the only one working today.
Oh, a lot of people are working today, I'm sure.
It's a very busy day.
It's coming to my attention that maybe myself and my companion have come to the right city. I'm
We,
not a fan of rat chases through and through.
well, sometimes you, have to find rats to feed snakes.
Oh, but I very much like snakes. Well, I'm gonna go back on this little. I'm not gonna lie, the terminology just fled my brain. Um, little goose hunt that we've been set upon. But sometimes it's a little more fun when both sides know they're aware of each other. Yeah?
I don't disagree.
And I'm going to lean in very close. Now, letting my visage shift away from the happy, noble fellow. But if anyone so much as even thinks of hurting my dear sweet, I'll raise it till there is nothing but ash.
His own kind of, the look he was giving kind of fades a bit. Don't worry. We have plenty. Uh, my own brain just went blank. We have very high expectations. We wouldn't do anything to stop that.
Lovely. Well, um, thank you very much. I'll be sure to visit that inn. It sounds quite lovely. We'll see you around. First drink's on me. Give him
Oh,
a
thank you,
friendly
sir.
slap on the back and carry on my way.
All right. You back, Scorgan?
I'm back.
Scorgan's back.
Welcome back, Scorpion.
We're gonna shift over to that side real quick.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
Swoosh.
Scorg.
Yay!
What is your
Turtle
guys'
team.
plans? You got out of the place, and everything's fine.
Well, I see we have two courses of action. either we go back, meet up with the rest of our adventuring party, and see if they have any clues as to solving this difficult quest, or we take a little bit of initiative and we try to retrieve the sword. I think if we retrieve the sword, then we have more of a bargaining chip to gather more, information from our optional quest givers inside. What say you?
I mean, I think at this point we need to. We we know who is putting the post out, and
We do.
apparently it is some kind of marker for illicit deals. Now, I may not have the best experiences with the law, but the law is there for a reason. So, for the sake of this tired old man, uh, I think we should probably one figure out exactly what is going on with the sword and why that's important. Two, excuse me. Two, find out if we can get rid of those people.
They seemed nice.
They were very nice to me until you guys showed up, started busting in doors, and
Look, all we needed to ask was one question, and they didn't allow that.
I asked the question. You guys just didn't listen.
What's y'all's passive perception, by the way?
17.
Jesus.
passive perception, you say?
13.
Maybe
12.
I should open my sheet. Well, it was open until
Yeah.
I just realized it wasn't anymore. Passive perception is 14.
Alrighty.
So you say you know who's been putting these messages up?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. How'd you figure that out?
Who, me?
No, whoever said that they figured it.
Well, didn't weren't you talking with the people who put up the message?
Possibly. He said he knew why they were being put up, and mentioned something about signs, and a map. Obviously, both are important, um, but I knew nothing about them.
I'm very confused.
I think we should just meet up with the rest of the party.
Yes, that seems like a good plan.
It sounds like I'm not currently in the majority on future endeavors, and having more people around me might sway that in my favor.
Well, first we need to know what's going on.
Well, That's all you get. Was there a specific place where we should be meeting your other companions? I'm asking Gardar.
hmm.
I don't remember. As I'm just looking.
Perhaps either by the sign, which the or back at the farm outside of town.
Farm's a long way to meet up. Maybe we should go back to the sign. They mentioned something about signs there. So maybe there's signs on the sign that we can find.
Works for me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the worst idea.
Also, we can also look further into the advertising zombie that's been walking around outside of town as well.
That
That's a
also
good point.
seems like a good idea.
I think that should be our next endeavor, actually. I'd like to meet the man who came up with that scheme.
What, the wandering zombie scheme? I don't think.
Oh yeah, quite ingenious, quite ingenious.
What kind of scheme is it? Like,
No, it wasn't a scheme. We met with him, or I met with him along with someone else. I can't remember who now, but it was it was this guy here, and I grabbed his shoulder and shake him a little bit, and say, we found out that there was a skeleton with the helmet and axe, sword. It had a weapon, and the person who made the armor and weapon don't know how it got a hold of these items, but he did not give them to it. It was some sort of foul sorcery, no doubt.
Foul sorcery, yes. And I assume there's some type of reward for finding
Yes.
this zombie.
Yes,
are
the
we
reward.
to dispatch of it?
Yes, we must
Retrieve
dispatch
the
the
items?
skeleton. We have to dispatch it. We don't have to retrieve. Well, he wants us to retrieve the items and bring them to him, so he knows that we dispatched the skeleton. But we can keep the items once we're finished with it.
We can keep
It-
the items.
And also, we get a 10% discount at his shop on our next purchase.
Out of character, it wasn't 10%, was it?
That sounds right.
I think it was,
It was
10%.
only 10%.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh.
this whole conversation as we keep walking, my
Yes.
head's just kind of staring at one. I don't want to say person, but like
Yes.
Gardar?
Yes. As we walk.
I point at the spot where I'm looking. Followed.
I immediately tense up. Grab him.
I shake his hand.
No, yeah, like right towards Gardar. Just without a. As soon as I hear that, it's like, grab him.
I will attempt.
You gonna run up to him?
Uh-huh.
That's terrifying.
I know.
They run the other way.
I'll
How far away are they?
What is he chasing?
Maybe 10 feet. Just a person.
Within 10 feet?
Yeah.
I'm
Not
gonna
very
cast
far,
sleep
though.
on them.
Oh,
Cast what?
I'm gonna cast sleep on them.
you are in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But didn't know one nap time. I lay down.
I cast it not on you. I have enough
Doesn't
range
that
on this
provide
thing where
the
I could
shift?
definitely not hit you.
Yes, but everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, well, a chunk of the street falls asleep, including the person that was running. And immediately some guards start running up, wondering what just happened, what's going on.
I go over to the man who was, or to the person who was following us, that Gardar pointed out. Just pick him up by the back of his shirt.
Uh, put him down. Did you cause this?
He was following us.
So you put the whole street to sleep?
They'll wake up in a minute.
Didn't say she was smart.
But put them
Quite
down.
literally.
Do you have any proof of this? You can't just go casting spells on random people. Look, I don't want to take you in.
He will following us from
This
my
this is
position.
harassment.
Exactly. Thank you, sir.
Exactly. You should take in the lot of them. We demand to speak to your captain.
My eyes twitching. It's like, well, that
Obviously,
worked.
you can't trust them or them. Let's just round them all up.
Stay here. He goes to get more guards.
I'm just gonna tie this right up before he wakes
Just
up.
leave.
Yeah, as soon as he's gone.
Because
leave.
after a minute, everyone wakes up.
Yeah, and more guards come and they have rope. All the people who are asleep are really confused as they're being, the rest are getting brought to the keep.
I assume we all left before then.
I don't know. Did you guys leave?
No, when the guards are accosting us, I say I'm not with them. Can I go, please? I'm not lawful.
Give me a deception. Is anyone else not leaving?
If all of them are leaving, like without leaving anyone here, I'm just taking the person who was following us away.
They're right. Yeah, I did roll 17 on deception, which is probably going to be pretty high, but they're right. I probably wouldn't lie about this, to be honest. Is it okay if I retcon that? I mean,
Yeah,
I did
that's
already roll
fine.
it. If you want me to. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't say that. They're right. You're right, Mutt. And Tally.
So, Lillian, you do leave? Is that what you said, sir?
If the guards don't leave anyone here to watch us, yeah, I leave and go and try to head out of town before
I don't
try to,
leave.
like,
I stayed
skirt
here.
the guard.
Yeah, no, the guard is, he just kind of left you.
I wait patiently. I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, the cat's gonna cat and just pretend I didn't hear him and just wander off.
All right.
I'm going to go with the bigger group because I was
And-
told to stay with them.
Engar?
I mean, are they rounding me up too?
Well, he left to get guards right now. They
Yeah.
will be, probably.
Let me roll an insight and see, because my game plan was to just get them to round up as many people as they can and take them. I don't think the guards would have put me as part of the people doing it. Insight. Let's see if my plan is going. Ooh. Do I think that they are going to take me when I come back?
It's hard to say. Honestly, probably not.
Can I change my alignment to lawful? Because I'm going to be lawful. I'm going to stay here and wait for the guards.
Your alignment is whatever you feel like. I will let you do you.
Let you do you. Yeah, I'm gonna stay and let the guards round me up if need be.
I'm gonna do a history check to see if I can remember what my exact instructions were. Because half the
Okay.
party's here, half the party's.
I'm already gone.
All you really remember is stay with the group.
You know what? We go out to find Turtle. I stay with Turtle.
All right. So the guard comes back. And his first question is, I told them to stay. Did you not keep them here?
You're dealing with ruffians. What did you expect?
I don't. It's been a long day, okay? There's like
I mean,
8 guards
obviously
here.
the law-abiding citizens are still here. I point to like some of the people who are still waking up, and the two of us.
Yeah,
Me and
I'm
the,
sitting
sorry.
there. Sorry.
Well,
I
Sorry,
know.
how's it hurt?
But no offense, Gardar, but I'm pretty sure they think you were involved.
I mean, I'm just standing here reading my spell book, and I'm like, I'm still here. Raise 2 fingers.
did you see where they went? Do you know who they are?
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, I know them. I'm part of their group, but I didn't realize they were going to do what they did. I mean, we're an adventuring party.
So they're with you.
No, technically, I'm with them. But in my defense, I didn't realize they're going to put half the street to sleep, and we are a newly formed group. We're not a group of criminals or anything. We're an adventuring group.
I'm not a group of criminals, exactly what a criminal would say.
Yes, but would a criminal stay when you left?
So would someone being honest.
Exactly.
Just, I won't tie you up.
And a good guard would be able to tell the difference.
I'm not going to tie you up, but would you come to the keep with us and just explain what happened? Explain the culprits, what they look like.
I'm
who
not
they
going to
are.
out my friends, but well, my acquaintances that I'm venturing with. But I will tell you what I wasn't really paying attention, but I'll tell you what I remember.
Did you just pull I ain't no rat?
I think he
did.
did.
You were an accomplice, whether you supposedly knew it or not.
Okay, I will come and explain what I recognize happened. Lead the
That's
way,
better.
good man.
And
Sure,
he
I
does.
will give a statement.
I'm Gardar.
All right.
and he will give a statement, and if need be, I will write it for him.
Oh no.
I don't think it works that way. That's something the criminal would say.
I thank you very much, Master Turtle. Now come with me, and it's you, or no, just random civilians who are all very confused, by the way.
Yes, yes. And as we walk to your keep, may I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Oh, dear lord.
Gonna turn the guard into a frog, I swear.
You know what? No.
You know what? No.
You know what? No.
Real quick, I'm gonna skip over to the next part of the party that actually just did.
We're split into a third group at this point.
Kitty Cat and Lillian. Where do you go?
I drag the person who is following us somewhere secluded. How close are we to the exit of town? Back to the farm?
I figure you guys aren't too far away.
Yeah, I once I notice that the I forget your character's name. I'm sorry.
Thrice.
Thrice. Sorry. Once I notice Thrice is with me, it's like, help me with this. Make it just so it doesn't look like I'm carrying around a corpse.
I don't know. That's your prey.
Fine. So I just like throw him over my back like he's a drunkard passed out, and I just continue to drag him outside of town.
Are you just going the main street, or
I'm gonna take the alleyways until I like do a wide berth around what happened. And then once I get out of town and somewhere secluded, I'm going to plop this person down, tie their feet together, and wait for them to wake up.
okay? I mean, it doesn't take long. It's a minute-long spell.
Yeah.
So they probably woke up like halfway through, but they didn't really say much because, you are kind of kidnapping them.
So I just noticed they're awake when I even tie their feet together. It's like I just make eye contact, awkward second, stand up. Why were you following us?
I wasn't following you.
Don't lie to me. Prestidigitation, lightning in hand.
Do you want to intimidate?
God. Oh wait, no, I'm good at intimidation. It's a charisma
You
score.
want me to do it?
God damn it!
I can do that spell too.
Yes.
I wasn't following you, okay?
Oh, so you're a caster of some kind, eh?
Just a big, giant guy that started running at me, so I ran away.
Then why did he say you were following us?
I don't know.
Give me an answer that I like before I shock you to death.
There's no other answer.
This would probably be an insight. Trying to see if he's lying to me. Lillian is both kind of trying to find information and not knowing what the fuck she's doing.
That's fair. Give me that insight.
Okay, better.
when you look at this person's face, you can tell that they have the face of a liar.
I adore that the angel, not the criminals, is now performing an interrogation.
I never said I was a good person.
Why do you think I'm just watching? This is entertaining.
It's the visual of everything just magnifique.
It's got a lot
Uh,
darker than I expected.
Yeah.
That would be a greater group dichotomy. We have Angel of Justice and Angel of Wrath.
That's basically how she works. She does not. Her powers kind of work through emotions and rage.
Well, work 'em, baby.
So she's just kind of pacing. It's like up and down. It's like I don't know what I'm. Kind of mumbling to herself, trying to think of what to do.
Please
And
just let me go. My family's waiting on me. They don't know what happened to me.
and once I get like a little bit away, I'm just going to. I'm going to look at him and say, "Tell me who you're working for before I make things go. Before I make you go down into the ground."
Want to
She's
give
not
an,
smart.
another intimidation?
That's better.
Look, I was working for my Uncle Henry. I was just loading his cart full of hay.
I like how unsure Leah says that. I was just loading his cart full of hay.
Lightning lure.
Jesus.
I'm gonna whip him close.
How many hit points do commoners have again?
Oh, please don't tell me I killed him.
He didn't kill him.
Oh, thank God.
And he also definitely failed, goes flying across the room toward
Yeah, so I'm just
landing
gonna try to.
face first.
Yeah, he gets dragged to me. It's like, okay, now.
I was okay, just please. I was hired to follow you guys after you broke into our bar.
See, that makes more sense. Now, what can you tell me about your boss?
He's a nice enough guy. I go there every weekend, get nice and drunk, and he gives me free drinks every now and then as long as I follow people.
What is his name?
I'm not sure, he changes it every other week. Currently, he's going by Henry.
What does he look like?
He has a scar across his forehead. Usually wears a bandana to cover it. Got short brown hair.
I'm going to ask one more question before I let you go, because
Thank
you
you.
have been very kind. You've been very helpful right now. What does he want with the sword?
I have no idea.
Insight. Damn it!
You're talking to a very terrified person. It's
Okay.
kind of hard to tell if they're just saying what they think you might want to hear or if they're telling the truth. I mean,
Thrice?
clearly not what you want to hear because they said they don't know.
Yeah, Thrice. Do you have anything to ask?
You said you were gonna let me go.
One moment.
No, I'm just watching.
My dad always said that torture is the worst form of interrogation because people will tell you whatever they think you want to hear, whether it's true or not.
All right. What was your name again?
Adam.
That doesn't sound true, but that's perfectly fine at the moment. Adam, if I ever see you following me or my friends again, I will electrocute you until your heart explodes. I take out my dagger, I cut the rope, and I cast healing hands on him.
All right. Well, he runs away. So we're gonna pan the camera over to the baddies.
I argue the title now.
Very much so.
I never said Lillian was a good person.
So we pan the camera over to the moral compass of the party.
Yeah. Starter?
Hi.
Hey, Alexander is trying.
He got his. But
He's what?
So have we made it out of town?
You have, and you're actually. It doesn't take you long to find what on the map is exactly where it says you should. And it's pretty much just a big. It's just a home, like a rather large one. 2 stories at least, probably just from looking at the outside.
I'd
Easily like 8 bedrooms.
saucer eyes of like, oh, just lovely. There's gotta be such pretty stuff in there.
Dang it, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, it caught you off guard as well.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting something so grand.
Well, I look up and down the street. What about it's mid-afternoon? That would be later than that because we left after having dinner.
Yeah, it's probably about dusk.
Thrice! Oh, God!
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Lighting situation, populace.
There's not. It's not super busy out here. It's starting to, like I said, it's dusk. It's starting to. Shadows getting longer. Starting to get dark out.
Lighting of the house.
Every single window is lit.
I'll grab Tally's hand and lead her down the side alley southward of our location.
Already?
And I personally turn into the most generic person I have seen in the last month that isn't one of our little sailor buddies.
Your sailor buddies are not generic.
Just making sure they're not on the option list, but just generic, wouldn't give this guy a second look, someone that I've cataloged away.
Alrighty.
And out of a little satchel, pull out very simple black clothing for both of us. And then remind myself that she doesn't actually need this, and tuck hers away.
It's an appreciated gesture.
It's a thought that matters.
Well, I mean, finally a second-story house to get some practice on. Can't go getting rusty now, can we?
You can't afford to.
The just blank, just thanks.
Except love, of course.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say another one of your little passages is in here somewhere. It's been so long since we dealt with lights on, though. Might be fun. Or we can wait, let him go to sleep. How you feeling?
I would say you should go for a challenge.
Happiest little smile.
I don't want to keep Gardar waiting forever.
Oh, I am sure he's fine. How much trouble can they get in looking for a turtle? I mean, yeah, his material seemed pretty shady, but he's got two, well, divinely blooded individuals. That furry little creature you want to add to your collection, and, well, a turtle if they found him by now. I'm sure everything is pristine. They are already back at the farmstead by now. I have not the slightest of doubts. And no, I would not want to put money on that.
Hey, what? Want to put money on that?
You're not here. Or are you? I immediately start looking around.
Hi!
Ah!
I am just that powerful.
Oh my god.
But no, I've the greatest faith in the world that, if nothing else, he is not in trouble.
Because I'm not smart enough to get in trouble.
That doesn't always save you. But if we're gonna do this in the middle of the day, I'll start. Um, while she picks her personage and outfit for the heist, sort of get a lay of the land, so to speak. Um, balconies, second story windows, um, that kind of stuff. Making it a point to duck under or quickly pass any first floor openings.
Yeah, so just by looking around, it's pretty easy to get around without standing in front of a window. For pretty much every downstairs window, there's an upstairs window that is right. And there is a rather large balcony in the back that is pretty much the entire backside of the.
Oh, palatial, I love it. Is there a railing?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we're doing this quick and dirty then. I'll peek around the corner to see if she's cycled through like the character randomizer to pick her image for the day, or for at least for the heist. And I'm going to hand Raven one end of rope to have him fly up, loop it a few times, and come down with it so it's secured.
Alrighty. And as far as Raven can tell, no one notices.
I mean, like I said, quick and dirty. It, with probably a command to call if there's someone on the balcony.
There's no call.
All right, darling. Whenever you're ready.
I'll admit, character randomizer hadn't even occurred to me, so. It's a brilliant idea, by the way.
just except as long as not the arc randomizer. Oh God.
That would defeat the purpose of generic, but
Uh-huh. Not sure if
yeah,
anyone
she had massive arms and teeny tiny legs.
like.
Wait, that wasn't random.
No, his was random.
Oh,
Yeah, but
that seemed intentional.
whenever she does arrive, once again the very simple hand on the back for good luck and a nice little smile.
Randomized a sea elf.
And okay, generic.
Oh, try.
Blink, blink. I do appreciate, love, that you want to be fashion forward, but maybe something, local.
These are all freaking exotic. Oh, there we go. Apparently a old man human wizard.
Oh.
They keep giving me Kankus for some reason.
The interaction does not change. Just remember, deepen the voice a little, just a smidge.
Is he gonna climb up?
And I'll act encounter weight on the outside of the rope.
How are you planning on climbing? Like, are you going quick? Gonna take it nice and slow and try and be quiet about it?
I can't remember what her second story work does for her.
Just adds like a bunch of decks and stuff to climbing. Climbing no longer costs extra movement. And when you make a running jump, the distance you cover increases by dex mod.
So I guess the difference here would be whether it's stealthy or not.
Yep.
I don't know though. When you're stealthing, unless you have a perk for or a feat for it, aren't you consider moving at half speed?
She is second story work.
I withdraw my objection.
And even then, same team. You know what? No, I'm not even sure anymore.
Oh, you're really gonna say that in a minute.
What's become of this party? We leave it for like half a day.
In fact, I think we are technically the only party members making any income.
Ooh, 3 copper.
Yeah.
You know, you should feel bad that 3 copper is more than what you're making.
Oh, man.
I was like, are you dissing yourself or us?
I would disagree with the. If I knew what you were up to, I would disagree with the method for which the income has been acquired.
And even then,
When I'm lacking money, I'm making up for in a number of different experiences that I'm witnessing.
true. Touche, Thrice, touche. So a 16
So-
stealth.
Yeah, it's pretty darn quiet.
Tally, the D4 is on your next check, so you gotta pop it.
Oh, here?
Yeah. It's Let me double check, but I believe it's not a. You may. I think it's you pop it. Let me Oh no, it's sorry, it can. Just before the result is rolled. But hey, I mean, I'm 20. Bigger numbers always better.
Indeed.
.com.
No.
Okay.
So you make it up to the balcony. You're really quiet, and as far as you can tell, no one has noticed. When you're up there, there's like two big glass screen doors.
When she's up there, Raven will perch on his shoulder, and there'll be a quick, soft little tick of the one of the talons pricking into the little old wizard, and she's going to get the inspiration perk. The target feels giddy and effective, gaining advantage on certain ability checks within the next hour. They can choose it before. Basically, they get a luck die.
Okay.
And that's one of my uses of that for the day.
When you just looking into the door, there are a number of children just kind of walking around, getting ready for going to their rooms.
Steal those teddy bears.
Look, just because you'd steal teddy bears doesn't mean that's what I'm going for. Lawful angel.
He's trying.
So if they're running around here, then their bedrooms are towards the back?
Seems to be at the very least they're on the top floor.
So they're like filtering into little side rooms.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I will start my ascent.
It's also worth noting there's a decent amount of them, like talking like at least 12.
I don't plan to be very hasty myself, but so 22 stealth.
Same thing. You don't make any noise on your way up.
Just one little, just heavy sigh as I get up. Like, okay, well, always a thrill. Pull the rope up, but leave it wrapped for a hasty retreat. Oh, we're not about to break into an orphanage, are we, love?
Really well paid for orphanage.
Maybe a good, wealthy patron. Gonna keep my eyes. Any teenagers?
From what you can see, the oldest seems to be maybe 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, it's more their size that matters than anything.
They're all pretty small.
Okay, so none of the teenagers are large enough to be a medium creature yet.
They're all pretty small.
They're really touchy about that.
Well, that's up to them to argue with the voice in the heavens. But I mean, we could wait till they unfilter through, but I don't think we're going in this way very quickly. I will test to see if the door is locked real quick, with no intention to like open it, just a soft turn of the handle.
And it is locked.
Okay. I'll roll out a set of tools and motion, rock, paper, scissors, or of course, at your leisure.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Well, I mean, I am as good as you, but I wouldn't mind seeing you work. The beard is a nice touch, by the way. Did you mean for it to be part blonde and part red?
I mean, isn't that what wizards are?
I just
Weird?
motion. I just motion to the tools. No comment.
Proficiency with tools is definitely something I know what is.
Thieves' tools, which you should have expertise in. Which would be a +4 and then a plus attribute if the DM wants.
Yeah.
But base +4.
No, not 40. Oy.
Hoo boy.
That would be a lot of points.
Um. Go ahead
I
and
could have used the 43.
go ahead and pop it. Yeah.
Which one?
You have the advantage.
Ah.
So as you're working on, you actually almost snap your thieves' tools.
My thieves' tools.
His thieves' tools. But just right at the last second, you manage to get it out and you unlock.
Lovely. I'm aware that their handles are a little thicker than you're accustomed to, but really?
It was the beard comment.
I withdraw my commentary on your beard. It is a handsome addition. And I'll roll my tools up. Well, just we wait till night settles then.
Or at least until the primary attention is not back here.
Alrighty. So we're gonna skip over. Swoosh. And we're with Gardar, and Alexander being escorted to the keep.
Hi, that's me.
What?
I am Garadar.
You are Gardar. So it's this building here, and there's a large gate in front of it that you have to be checked. And the guards are looking at your guard and like, why do you have so many people? And he's just like, I don't want to talk about it. We got to report this and blah 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 blah. It's just a lot of words.
He's got to guard the Gardar who was assisting Gar while being Gardar.
Exactly. And then with that, you're led into the keep, and then you're led into just one room. Into all the civilians are led off in one way, and you're still getting dragged until you're set into a rather small room with another guard as your guard lead. I think I just really confused myself with my explanation.
The guard passed the Gardar between guards while the guard shifts.
So the three of you are in a room, with a guard who just looks down at you and is like, "All right, so what happened?"
Wait, three of us who all's here?
You, Gar, and Guard are.
Okay, Gar and Gar. Oh, Gardar's the.
Turtle.
I'm Gardar, yeah. No, oh, that's Gar's the turtle, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Gardar is the. I am Gardar, yeah.
I
Gotcha.
am the fur
All right. Furbolg, that's it. All right. Well, I was scarcely paying attention to the events on the streets because I was studying my spell book. But from what I gathered, uh, insert party member here cast did some sort of magic. Assume he cast a spell and put some people on the street to sleep because we were being followed by a ruffian. That is what they said.
Alright.
The group I am with, we are a new adventuring group. I do not know them very well, but I do not think they do such an act without just cause.
All right, fair enough. And you, big guy,
I am Garadar.
did you see what happened?
What he said.
Exactly what he said?
Pretty much.
You were looking in your spellbook?
Oh. Well, no. But what he said happened is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well-
smile and nod, like the boss told me to.
Not even gonna lie, I fully believe. And you, Mr. Turtle?
I am just a peddler of wares that came to town to sell some stuff, and in the process, um, have been hired on to assist this party in a quest of sorts. Oh, must be the dust in here.
And what job were you hired on to do?
Well, that's getting complicated because what started off to be a very simple quest turns out to be far more complicated. Um, but the current twist in the tale, you might say, is we are in search of a sword. A sword that I believe is here within the possession of someone important that you might know.
And who might this person be?
Well, I don't know who exactly it is. Because I didn't get that information from the gentleman who was going to give us a quest, was unable to. Because the rest of the adventurers were not able to fulfill the required tasks leading up to that part of the quest.
It said we didn't seem trustworthy enough.
Yes, I believe that was his words.
And who
But
is this
it's-
person?
I
Oh,
didn't
he
get
was
his name.
he was some man down in the alleyway. He didn't seem very savory though, so I expressed my concern and said we should turn down the quest. But my good friend Turtle here reassured me that things would go okay and that we weren't doing anything illicit.
Yes. So if you'd be so kind as to possibly loan us the sword, maybe we can get back to our questing.
Okay, well,
I also would just like to point out that the gentleman that seemed to have been a problem for our party doesn't seem to be here with the people that you rounded up.
Well, that's all well and good, but the sword problem doesn't really have anything to do why you're here.
Yes,
Oh, I'm
why
sorry.
are we here?
Yes, I've gotten confused. Why are we here, in fact?
You are here because a number of people were put to sleep, and it was your accomplishment.
But we had nothing to do with that. We were simply standing by when it happened, much like most of the people who fell asleep. I mean, if we had been standing but a few feet towards the spell, we would have been put to sleep as well.
Right. But it was your ally who did it.
I want to go on record saying ally is to be used loosely. We are an adventuring party, and
I'm
to
pretty
be
sure
fair, a
you're the one
new
who used
adventuring
ally.
party.
So
Right, but we're kind of in a trial period, as you would say. We just got off the boat together, and we didn't know each other prior to getting off the boat. We just got off the boat yesterday. I
Well,
believe it was yesterday.
I'll be honest with you. A couple of people falling asleep, it's really not that big a deal.
and
Oh,
yet you
nice.
arrested us.
I
No,
didn't
you
arrest
did
you.
say we are not under arrest. You did not say we're under arrest.
I
That is
just-
that is
you
true.
were
I'm
just
just
brought in
pointing
for
out the
questioning.
fact that, just because we're associated with someone, we're being held for the crime.
You're not being held, sir.
If somebody eats a pie on the on the sh- on the shelf at the store, the guy standing next to him must pay for it.
You're not paying for it, sir.
Well, I'm here. I find it
Oh.
quite odd as well that I was the only turtle standing there, and yet I'm the one who gets brought in. This seems kind of profiling.
Are you really?
Okay, good Sir Gar, good Sir Turtle. He's not accusing us of being, of causing the issue. He just wanted to get our story, get our side of the story. Isn't that right, Sir Guard?
I don't even know anymore.
Well, but I mean, the damage is already done. I mean, he tied us up and led us through town.
He
like
didn't tie us up, did he?
No, you weren't tied up.
You said, you said he showed up with ropes.
Yeah, he
So-
tied up a lot of the other people to bring in for questioning, but you were asked to come along with.
Okay.
Yes.
You weren't forced, but it was implied that you probably should.
Exactly.
Ah.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, you can leave if you want. It's just, if you find your friend, try and tell them not to do this again. And ideally bring back the person that they kidnapped.
I mean,
Wait, they
Well-
kidnapped somebody?
Or at the very least, they and the person that they were trying to stop aren't they weren't brought in.
Why do you say they kidnapped somebody? That doesn't sound like my adventuring party.
Well, our report shows that the person was trying to run. So your friend cast a sleep spell specifically to capture that person. And then now that person is missing along with your friend.
They're missing. That is not bode well. I shall have to look into this.
And as for your sword, I have no idea what sword you're looking for.
well, maybe I should talk to your captain.
I am the captain.
Oh, you are the captain. Can I see your sword?
Sure.
Sure, I'll run you through with it. You get a real close look.
He just takes his sword off, puts it on the table.
Is this magical in any way?
No.
Would you like it to be?
Is it special? An heirloom, possibly. An artifact of some kind.
Not particularly.
Have you had it long?
Since I got this job.
Were you recently promoted?
About a year ago or so.
So the sword comes with the job.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, is it more or less?
Yes.
So the sword has no real significance?
Not really.
Well, in that case, I'd like to buy it.
Well, no.
Why not?
It's still my, like,
It's just a sword. You said it yourself. It has no magical value, has no sentimental value, is not worth anything other than it being an actual sword. So therefore, if I were to provide you with a one of equal or lesser value, then that would be appropriate, correct? I know.
well, very specifically, this sword is, it's given to me for being the captain. It's, like my sword of my ring. So, no, you can't buy it.
Forgive him. He is very mercantile minded. He is not thinking like a guardsman. Not thinking logically. He's thinking mercantile.
Thinking
He
very logically.
Anyway,
you can't just buy the captain's sword. Are you crazy?
I'm offering him to buy him a different one.
I start arguing with him.
If
It's the
there's-
sword of his rank. Are you mad?
if there's anything else, then I don't know. Please leave. You're free to go. Please leave.
I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
You're free to go. Please leave.
Okay. I will turn around and leave.
Okay.
Just tell your friend to come up here.
Tell our friend to come up here.
We got questions for them.
I will tell them.
Thank you.
We will all return shortly.
Just them, please.
I will do my best.
Thank you.
Okay, and I get up and leave. And for my notes, who was it that cast the spell?
That was Lillian. And with that, we're actually going to call it a night.
Well, that was chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got a lot done tonight.
Did we?